playthrough of Chrono Trigger. This is part 5. No, part 6. Sorry. This is the factory run. And this is one of the more difficult boss battles since you'll be facing a group. But we'll get to that. Well, I chose Lucia instead of Meryl to join us because her and Robo have some very fun dialogue, and there are a lot of force battles in this area. It's one of the reasons that I did not keep below level 10 getting through. Now, this area can be very confusing. And we get a weapon for Meryl. We also get a weapon for Chrono and Lucia at various points. Now we're blocked by these barrels, so we have to find a way to get rid of them. The only way to get rid of them is to be caught by the crane and dumped through a series of battles. And I'm trying to get an ether out of that chest, which I later forget to come back and get anyway. But I need to get over to that door, and I was checking everywhere for a way over. And the only way is to get picked up by the crane and go around on the conveyor belt. But as you can tell, I was brain farting. Hoping I'd make it to those stairs. It's 1, then 3, and then a whole room for the battles. And this is a very forced battle. And like I said, I think I just hit level 9 there, maybe level 10. Now Robo, unlike the 3 humans, will not be able to get magic later. So he keeps getting the tech points and growing. well, they stop. If they haven't gotten their magic yet. Now we got laser spin just in time for the next area and the supersonic spin. Both are large groups of enemy like this counters. And like I said, just in time to do that. And hitting him with a little bit of fire helps, because he's the toughest robot in the whole damn town, as they say. Or at least in this pack. I'm still trying to minimize the fights I have to get into. And if you go straight south, which is hard to see, and yeah, I'm at level 9, Robo's at level 10. Luckily, I believe it's the Chrono-led party the first time that designates whether where Spico is when we meet up with him in the next video. Well, climb up the ladder, go across the catwalk, hit all the doors, search for chests. Now these screens tell us the patterns we need to move the barrels. A, B, and Y, Y. Now let's get the timing, which I didn't. And like I said, these gorilla bots, for lack of a better term, are very hard to beat. Hey, my first use of Wind Slash. Now, we go in here, try to avoid the fight and get the chests. And go out that exit to use the crane. And we just got the codes for it. And beyond this door is the security shutoff switch, I believe. And the biggest reason I missed that ether was I didn't go around down the walkway and down the conveyor. And after we beat the boss and shut the power off here, there's no way to get back here. Luckily it was just an ether. A little later in the game you'll have so many of them it ain't even going to be funny. Thunderblade. What better against robotic foes? In theory. ABYX. That's the door code. XABY. ABYX. When decoded. Now we go back and go to the other side. A very important save spot. Gotta beat these guys to trigger this computer to open up the stairwell. The green ones I believe are weak to attacks, where the red and red ones can take anything, I believe. Now this is the spot where you'll have your final battle. But this is where I was experimenting with what type of damage works on which type of slime. But yeah. But we needed to go down that hatch to get to this room to shut off all the security. It took me a bit to remember where the switch was, I'll be honest. And the green ones react to tech skills. Where the red ones are weak to them. And that battle confirmed it. Equip Robo with his hammer arm. And we get 2 pieces of Titan armor here too. Titanium, I should say. Now, like a dummy, I'm looking for a switch when it was right there. Because you need to flip that switch to get rid of this barriers. And in that chest is Lucia's weapon from this level. And unfortunately, you've got to flick that switch every time you go up and down. To go up and down floors. And as we know, the green ones will only take damage from your regular attacks. Now in this version, there is auto battle, which you can turn on with the Y button or whatever. But top button you have. But it took me a while to find the screen while playing. And this is actually one of the reasons I wasn't in that big of a rush. Because we're already triggered for the green ones. Though at that point I think I was just getting frustrated again. And now we can go up and heal and save. Which I forgot to do. Though the boss battle isn't until after you shut off the power. And in this boss battle, what really makes it difficult is you don't have Robo. That's why it's always tempting to bring Meryl, so you have healing. Now we type in the code we learned. And as you can tell, I screwed it up a couple of times. And then they goof around after we shut it off, so the doors are closing heroes sometimes don't seem to be the brightest bulb in the box. And of course, they have to stop every time the doors are closed. Just so Robo can play the hero. And to confirm, there's no power to the elevator, so we have to take the stairs, ladders up. And yes, I've double checked, I believe, in the next video too, that you cannot go down to retrieve anything you might have missed. Now, let's watch Robo get trashed with nothing we can do until he's off screen. Oh yeah, he's malfunctioning. He's the only robot that isn't controlled by Mother Brain or whatever they're calling him in this one. Since all the rest of the robots are basically Terminators. And luckily, getting knocked back like that does not give you any damage. But having Lucia with you gives you that extra line of, gives you some extra dialogue here at the end. Or I should say, at the end of them beating up on Robo until he's kaput. Now, it took me 2 tries to beat these guys. Mainly because they are so quick. I mean, they get a dozen hits in to our 1. And that's even at higher levels. And of course I forgot to heal. That's my biggest weakness when I'm fighting bosses, is keeping up on my HP. So between it being so fast and not, we died. Thank you for watching.